Goeiedag. Good day, fellow South Africans, and oh my God, these friggin' Chinese, wake up, South African government. Okay, the video that's attached speaks for itself, but I'll give you a little bit of an intro, okay? And the irony is right at the end, the person who's interviewing this lady says some lessons have been learnt. Now, why is that so important? The young lady who's been interviewed was detained by the Chinese for 30 days because she didn't have the correct visa, and they threw her in prison. And apparently there are quite a few South Africans in prison because of the same thing. I'm getting this hat off. I just don't feel Christmassy right now. Bugger that. Okay. So, during the interview, the South African woman, who must be in her 20s, and she's there with her father, says, "I learnt a lot about the Chinese culture while I was in prison, and I am so glad to be home." I kind of think that sums up the whole video that you're going to see now, okay? Because the Chinese culture is a very, very mean, peer-centric, autocratic. It's everything you would hate if you were a Zulu or a Xhosa, because when they colonize you guys, they're going to make you slaves. Okay? Just get over it. That's a fact. All right. I got rid of my Christmas hat. I'll try and put it on for the next video, but I just felt that I couldn't wear it for what's coming. Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed, and have a great day. Bye for now.
A South African embroiled in a visa scam has returned home from China. ENCA's Kailihle Khumalo now joins us live from OR Tambo International Airport. Kailihle, families are overjoyed that their loved ones have finally returned home.
Well, absolutely, Nhlanhla. I can tell you this much. There's a very great degree of jubilation as the families have reunited with their loved ones who were stuck in China. So we're just going to get straight to it, Nhlanhla. So Tristan Lee, she just got back from China and she was stuck there for some time. I'm just going to ask her just a couple of questions as to how is she feeling right now. So you're just back home right now. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling so good. It's so good to be home. I miss South Africa so much.
And how's the experience? I mean, it must have been harrowing, away from your family, away from home.
It was terrible. When I got into detention house, I didn't know that I was going to be in detention house. We were in the police station for 2 days, and afterwards we went to the hospital. They took us for a health check, and I was so confused. I didn't know why we were going for this health check. They were just saying, don't worry, don't worry. Then we left the hospital, we went to this detention house. I just saw these big walls and I was like, what is this place? Where am I? What am I doing? We went inside, we signed this paper and said you're going to be in here for 1 month. So then I was like, can I please contact my parents, because I need to tell them obviously I'm going to be in here because we can't have cell phones and that. And they were like, no, don't worry, your agency's going to contact them. And then anyway, so we got in there and I walked past these rooms and there were just people lying in these rooms, and I was like, what am I doing here? Am I just seriously here for teaching English? I feel like I've killed somebody, you know, felt like a big crime. Anyway, so then we were in there for 33 days. So we were actually there longer than a month. We only signed for a month, but we were in there for 33 days. There were other South Africans in there too. But yeah, it wasn't a good experience. I learned a lot about the Chinese culture, and I'm glad to be home. Very glad.
And were you kind of disappointed because your initial goal was to go there to teach English? Were you disappointed by how the turn of events, how everything just panned out?
Yes, I was very disappointed, especially because I was promised a work permit. And then obviously I didn't even get a salary. I haven't got a salary because I was there for 1 month, and when the police caught us was the day that we were getting our salary, and the police cut our cards, our SIM cards and everything, so I didn't even get paid any money, which is okay though.
But here you are, you're going to spend some time with the family. It must be such a very joyous moment.
Yes, I'm very excited to see my family in East London as well.
All right. So now, Nhlanhla, just moving to the father as well. Richard Bridger is also here with us as well. Richard, it's been such a very harrowing experience from your side as well, trying to get the authorities to act, getting as much support as possible. But today it's a culmination point.
Yeah, I mean, as any parent can imagine, having your daughter detained like that and not having contact with her, it can wreak havoc on a family emotionally. But I'm just so pleased that everyone, eventually got together and sorted it out, and my daughter is here today to stand with me and go home to her family.
And as the family, how did you cope during the whole, frustrating situation, trying to make sure that, she comes back home safely?
Well, it's very difficult. I mean, for 33 nights, I've hardly slept. But your mind plays tricks on you. You always think of the worst, but you've got to try and stay positive. And without the support of family and friends and people I don't even know, I don't think we would have been able to get through this, because it's an emotional roller coaster. It's not easy on any family.
And obviously, I imagine that there are a lot of preparations down in East London to make sure that there is a big homecoming ceremony, as it were.
Yeah, apparently there's going to be a lot of people there, so I don't know if she's ready to see everyone. We might have to sneak out the back door, but it's just there again, it's testimony to all the support that we're getting.
All right, so thank you so much, guys, for your time. So, Nhlanhla, there you have it. I mean, really visible joy from the side of the family, reuniting with their daughter. She was stuck in China for some time. Her goal really was to go and teach English, but only to find that the visa that she had was not really just, the real one, as it were, but also very disappointing situation. But, of course, a lot of lessons have been learned out of the situation. So, back to you in studio.
Well,